Hello, my name is Omar Rampersad. It is May 3rd, 2018 at 12:42 p.m. in Toronto. So I am going to talk a little bit about the degradation of women and how it's done and why it's done and how it works and how it's linked to women's bodies. There, there seem to be, to me, um, the historical trend um, that tend to degrade women based on their bodies, and that's specifically based on their bodies, their breasts, their shape, um, their legs, their genitals, especially, of course, the genitals. Um, there seem to be this social acceptance of the idea that a woman's body is a way or a means or both to be used to degrade the person. So, and of course, you see it all the time in movies, on videos, music videos, games, video games. Uh, the woman's bodies are used to degrade the woman. The woman is insulted constantly, constantly, based insults based on the body parts. So my idea or my realization is, given today's world and our advanced technologies that makes our walls of our homes see through, why one really simple example is infrared imaging, see through the wall. Makes your body see through with laser technology, and this is millimeter wave cameras, and this is ongoing technology. So more and more, it's going to become our bodies are going to become more see through, and not only becomes more see through, it's going to become conveniently see through. In other words, we're going to have an app in our cell phones that you can point to your hand or you can point to anywhere in your body and you will see right through it. You'll see your veins, you will see your bones. And if the technology is advanced enough, and I am positive it's headed this way very, very early too. It's not going to take much time for it to advance to this point, that you can actually see your blood cells, and it will be, of course, used for medical reasons to diagnose and so on. You can diagnose yourself based on what you see. This is where it's headed. But also, like any other technology, it's going to be used to abuse people with. So, given this state of technology where our homes are open to criminals or people who choose to abuse this technology, our bodies are open, it would seem to me that it's about time that we went beyond our bodies, that we think of ourselves not as our bodies and don't identify ourselves as our bodies, but identify ourselves as the consciousness that's that's um, flowing through your body. Now, this might be a foreign idea to a lot of people, but science is proving, already proved, it's continuing to confirm in a lot of other ways, new ways, that our consciousness is not located in our bodies. Our consciousness, what we call me, I, that I-ness is not our bodies. It's an energy that's, for lack of a better word, energy. It's an energy that's flowing through your body, that's connected to energies outside your body. So, according to what I read in one of Deepak Chopra's book, that resonated with me. So I normally don't accept things that I read on face value. I have to feel it to be true before I accept it to be true. So it resonated with me that we are connected, we being the consciousness, are connected to a consciousness field, which is being proved more and more by technology. The idea that we can drive a car now with our thoughts, transmitting thoughts into a chip, basically. We are actually transmitting thoughts into a chip. This is how powerful we are. It's more and more being confirmed by technologies that's coming commercially available very cheaply too. So we are connected to this consciousness field. That science. This is not religion. This is not. If you take it on a very basic level, it's not even linked to spirituality, although it's the knowledge is coming from a spiritual background. Because what it is really is the knowledge that we get from this consciousness field being manifested in material form, as in driving a car with our thoughts, or in the manufacture of a computer, which is really a replica of our brain, basically. So we are connected to this consciousness field that's really who we are. And that consciousness field is just like how um, lightning strikes the earth in a thunderstorm, and suddenly the cloud is connected. There is a channel through which energy is flowing back and forth from the cloud to the earth. Much in the same way, our spirit is, for like, I'm going to call it spirit, soul. Um, the energy that's residing in our body or flowing through is connected to this consciousness field. And for me, when I meditate, the way I visualize sometimes this connection is like a lightning bolt. You try to meditate, and sometimes it fails. But believe me, the connection fails. The connection to Okay, so let me rephrase that. The ability to get inside yourself very deeply, you fail to do it sometimes, depending on a lot of factors. But when you do get that connection, and as you do it more and more and you practice, you get it faster and you get it more. There is more of a connectivity. You feel more connected as you do it more practice. When you hit that connection, you will actually feel a difference. You will feel transmission of energy. You'll feel revitalized. You regenerate. You feel in better health. And I strongly believe, and this is my opinion, that when that happens, you actually do regenerate. It actually re-energizes your body with life energy. And I think Deepak Chopra, reading one of his books, the word he used, and I don't speak Hindi, unfortunately. I wish, it's one of my soul wish to learn Sanskrit. And maybe one day I will before I die. But anyways, the word that he used is prana, Prana, which is, I'm suspecting, a Sanskrit word. Suspecting, I think it is. Um, anyway, so I'm just tapping into my East Indian roots here, and I think a lot of the what we call in the Western world esoteric information, esoteric knowledge, is actually spiritual knowledge based in India and the surrounding areas, I'd imagine, the Eastern cultures. So when you meditate, this is my experience of meditation. For other people, it could be different. This is my personal experience. I feel re-energized. I feel relaxed. It's almost as if yesterday, or the experiences, I should say, of yesterday, and there's a timelessness. So I'm just using yesterday as the last 24 hours. There's a timelessness when you meditate too. You lose track of time. There is no forward, there is no backward, there's no yesterday, there's no today, there's just present. But in our reality, let's say, yesterday doesn't exist anymore. Yesterday is history. Yesterday is past experience. So each day is a renewal. Each day is a start of life. It's a new start, a clean slate, in other words, to write on. So if you drop the baggage and you meditate and you drop the baggage, and you get up in the morning thinking, here is a really brand new day, and let's leave the baggage behind, and you go on, um, you'll find that you can actually accomplish more in life that way. Life lessons. This is what I learned through experience. Um, the idea that people will judge you based on what you did 25 years ago, when you were a child, when you were immature, when you didn't have life knowledge, as you get older. Um, if people judge you on what you did 25 years ago, it makes absolutely no sense, because you're not the person that you were 25 years ago. In fact, you would have morphed into, in my case, I morphed into something that I would never have recognized. If you present me when I was 25 years old to me when I was 25 years old, let me say that again. So if you present my me at this present time to the person I was 25 years ago, there was no way that I'd recognize the person. And I would be laughing and saying, no, that would not have been me. Because the vision for myself would have been different at that point in time. However, there is the idea that fate plays a hand in creating what you're supposed to become. Well, maybe fate played a hand in my case. Anyway, so I'm just going to stop there. It's going on 11 minutes. So the idea of meditation, I strongly recommend that people do their research and try to meditate. And if most people meditate in the world, if we start off as children meditating and learning the techniques to meditate, I am positive, absolutely positive, that kids are not going to go to drugs. They're not going to be criminal. They're going to be accomplished adults that will contribute to society and also grow within themselves on their spiritual path as really fulfilled human beings. Talk to you another time.